Hello, this is the Nonsuch Dulcimer Club at the virtual Morpeth Northumbrian Gathering for 2022. During this year of 2022, the Nonsuch Dulcimer Club are celebrating their 30th anniversary. We had hoped to be playing live at the gathering. Instead, we are very pleased to have been invited to appear virtually. A wide range of enthusiastic club members responded to the call, inviting volunteers to make a short video of themselves playing a tune or song with Northumbrian or Northern connections. So we hope you'll enjoy the extremely varied programme we've put together for you in celebration of 30 years of hammering, strumming and picking.
Hello, I'm Sally Whitehead and I'm pleased to join you today to celebrate the 30th anniversary of the Nonsuch Dulcimer Club. The Nonsuch Dulcimer Club is a UK-based organisation for people interested in the hammered and mountain dulcimer families of instruments. The two instruments share a name, but that's about it. I'm going to play the hammered dulcimer in a moment. The hammered dulcimer has a long tradition in the UK. In the last couple of hundred years, you could hear it in countryside or in town, from Glasgow to Birmingham to London, and from East Anglia to the Glens of Antrim. As you can see, it's got a lot of strings, and it was played with hammers, and it is a precursor to the piano. The music I'm going to play is called Grace Darling, named after the 19th century heroine who helped rescue survivors from the paddle steamer Forfarshire in 1836. However, the tune itself is a version of a waltz called Sweet Jenny Jones. It includes some charming variations unique to this version, which was found in a W.A. Cox collection of music. And it was published in this book, The Morpeth Rant by Matt Settle in 1990.
Sally Whitehead playing the hammered dulcimer and delighting us with the tune Grace Darling, sometimes known as Sweet Jenny Jones. The appellation, or mountain dulcimer, is a member of the zither family, with 3 to 5 strings and a fretted fingerboard. Here's Paul Crocker to tell us more.
Hello up there in Northumberland. My name's Paul. I'm down here in Somerset. and I'm going to play you a northern tune on the mountain Dulcimer. The tune is Cock of the North, or as I learned it, Auntie Mary had a canary, and the tune in is DGD.
Paul Crocker with one of those tunes that we've always known. It first appeared in print in 1816 as a violin tune and was later published in a collection of bagpipe music by Donald MacDonald in 1822. And now, a well-known Northumbrian lullaby. Unusual as a lullaby since it's sung to wake the child up rather than sending it to sleep. Bonnie at Morn, played here by Graham and Sue Newis on hammered dulcimer and penny whistle. Graham and Sue Newis playing Bonnie at Morn, first printed in 1882 in the Northumbrian Minstrelsy, a book of border ballads, Northumbrian folk songs and Northumbrian pipe music. And that is where we find our next song, I Drew My Ship, sung by Bill Howarth and accompanied by dulcimer, mouth organ and foot drum.
And I drew it close to our bedroom window to hear what my true love she might say. that loves you dearly, I pray you arise, love, and let me in. So slowly, slowly, she arose then, and slowly, slowly, she came down. But before that strong door, it wasn't bolted. A true love he had both been and gone. Come back now, my own true love. Come back now, be by my side. For I never grieve you, nor yet deceive you, and surely I will be your bride. The fish will fly, love, the seas run dry, love, and the rock will melt in the heat of the sun, and the labouring man will forget his labours before that I do return again. Before that I do return again. Before that I do return again.
He's a talented man, Bill Howarth, playing hammered, dulcimer, mouth organ and foot drum, and singing I Drew My Ship, a wonderful night visiting song from Northumberland. And that's in the Northumbrian minstrelsy and also in songs and ballads of northern England. The third Earl of Derwentwater had his ancestral seat at Dilston Hall near Corbridge in the Tyne Valley. He was executed on Tower Hill in February 1716 at the age of 26 for his prominent role in the First Jacobite Rebellion. William Duddy sets the scene for Derwentwater's farewell using his baritone mountain dulcimer.
Farewell to pleasant Dilston Hall, my father's ancient seat. A stranger now must call thee his, which makes my heart to greet. Oh, farewell each friendly, well-known face my heart has held so dear. My tenants now must leave their lands, or hold their lives in fear. And when the head that wears the crown shall be laid low like mine, some honest hearts may then lament, for Ratcliffe's fallen line. The warning bells now bid me cease, my troubles nearly o'er. Yon sun that rises from the sea shall rise on me no more. since fate has put us down. If thou and I have lost our life, our king has lost his crown. Farewell, farewell, my lady dear, ill thou counseled me. I never more will see the babe that smiles upon thy knee.
William Dunny using his baritone mountain dulcimer and various other artifacts to set the scene for Derwent Water's farewell. And now it's back to the hammered dulcimer again. This time it's in the capable hands of Eric Wolds, who has chosen a tune called The New Road to Alston from a Northumbrian piper's tune book of around 1816. Alston is a little town up in the hills near the head of the South Tyne Valley, a one-off sort of place, not quite like anywhere else. Here's Eric. Eric Wolds on The New Road to Alston, possibly created by John McAdam in the early 19th century to provide a good surface for coaches. Well, I think we'll now take the road to Newcastle, where in the 1790s the next song, Dolly R, was quite popular and appeared in Marshall's Newcastle Songster around 1812. And this is our contribution, my voice and guitar accompanied by Sandy on the hammered dulcimer. day, Dolly, ah, Dolly the diddle dong, Dolly, Dolly, Dolly the diddle dong, Dolly, ah. But the green cups are coming in, Dolly, Dolly, and that'll make the lasses sing, Dolly, ah, Dolly the diddle dong, Dolly, Dolly, Dolly the diddle dong, Dolly, ah. Dolly Coxon's motorcycle, Dolly, Dolly, for to ride the baggage car, Dolly, ah, Dolly the diddle dong, Dolly, Dolly, Dolly the diddle dong, Dolly, ah. So fresh I come from Sandgate Street, Dolly, Dolly, my best friend there to meet, Dolly, ah, Dolly the diddle dong, Dolly, Dolly, Dolly the diddle dong, Dolly, ah, Dolly the diddle dong, Dolly, Dolly, Dolly the diddle dong, Dolly, ah. Whoever Dolly Coxon was, she certainly left her mark on history. And the melody of the song, that's a curious one. In later years it was used to good effect as the Liverpool Lullaby. The Battle of Flodden Field took place in September 1513 between the English and the Scots on a low hill just south of the village of Branxton in Northumberland. Some years later, after the battle, the Fleurs of the Forest was composed as a lament to all who died that day. Here's John Crocker playing the tune on his mountain dulcimer. John Crocker playing the Fleurs o' the Forest on his mountain dulcimer. And now it's time to involve one of our members from the US of A. Sue Hengelsberg lives in a rural western district of New York and regularly joins us for our Nonsuch Zoom sessions. She sings and plays both hammered and mountain dulcimer. Sue has selected a song and she's chosen to sing her song a cappella. She says that it seems more powerful that way. Here she is to tell us more about the song.
I selected a song called The Border Widow's Lament. It's considered Scottish, and it's a true incident with Pierce and Marjorie Cockburn, who lived at Henderland Castle close by the border. Pierce was caught stealing the King of Scots' deer and murdered for it. The Border Widow's Lament. My love, he built me a bonny bower, and clad it over with a lily flower. No better bower you ne'er did see than my true love he built for me. There came a man by middle day. He spied his sport and went away. He brought the king that very night, who broke my bower and slew my knight. He slew my knight to me so dear. He slew my knight and poined his gear. My servants for their lives did flee, and left me in extremity. I sewed his sheet, making my moan. I watched his corpse, myself alone. I watched his corpse both night and day. Not a living creature came that way. I hove his body all on my back, the whiles I goed and the whiles I sat. I dug his grave both wide and deep, and I laid the mounds at his head and feet. But think ye not, my heart was sore when I laid the mounds on his yellow hair. Oh, think ye not, my heart was woe when I turned about my way to go. Not a living man I'll love again, since my darling knight is slain. I'll take a lock of his yellow hair and bind my heart forevermore.
Sue Hengelsberg singing The Border Widow's Lament. And you can find Cockburn's grave and castle just below Megget Reservoir in Ettrick Forest. And next, what do we have next? We have Elsie's Waltz, written by border shepherd Archie Dagg, who was a traditional fiddler and piper from Upper Cockadale. Played here by Chris and Bob Fitt and Sandy Hudson, 2 hammered dulcimers and a melodeon. Chris and Bob Fitt with Sandy Hudson playing Elsie's Waltz, a lovely tune from Border Shepherd Archie Dagg. We'll be hearing another Archie Dagg tune a little later. And next we have a song, The Blue Cockade. A young man meets some soldiers, gets drunk and accidentally enlists in the army. The same story is told in The White Cockade, which was sung in the streets of Newcastle in the early 1800s. This is Damien Clark accompanying himself on the hammered dulcimer.
Monday morning, as I rode o'er the moss, I had no thought of enlisting, till some soldiers did recross. The company enticed me to drink a health all round, and they advanced me, oh, they advanced me, oh, they advanced me a shilling from the crown. My head was full of drink love, and I didn't think of you, and now I must away, join the orange and the blues. Our ship it lies at anchor and awaits the flowing tide. I return my love, I return my love, I return my love in the springtime to make you my bride. Then early the next morning, just at the break of day, our captain gave his orders, oh, and we were asked away. All in your rank and file, boys, all on your native shore. Fare thee well, my love, fare thee well, my love, oh, fare thee well, my love. You're the girl that I adore. She said, oh, may you never prosper, oh, may you ne'er do well, and everything you venture on, well, I hope you'll always fail, and may the ground you walk upon, the grass refuse to grow since you've been there. Oh, you've been there, you've been the very cause of my sorrow, grief and woe. Oh, and now my love,
Damien Clark singing the Blue Cockade and accompanying himself on hammered dulcimer. The song, as the Blue Cockade or the White Cockade, seems to have been very popular across the country around 1820. And now for a classic hornpipe, the Exhibition Hornpipe by James Hill of Gateshead. James Hill is renowned for his hornpipes. He died at the age of just 42 in 1853, so this tune could have been associated with the Great Exhibition in London in 1851. So here's the Exhibition Hornpipe, played by Steve Gray on mountain dulcimer. Steve Gray playing the Exhibition Hornpipe on mountain dulcimer. We heard Elsie's Waltz earlier, and the next Archie Dag tune is a lovely slow air called Swindon. It's chosen and played by Caroline Riches.
Hello, my name's Caroline Riches and I'm a member of the Nonsuch Dulcimer Club. I'm going to play you a tune called Swindon, but it's referring to a place in Northumbria near Rothbury, which is where the composer retired to, so not the more well-known Swindon in the south of England. So Archie Dag wrote the tune, and he was a shepherd for all of his life really, and then he retired to this small place called Swindon and wrote this tune. It's really an air, and he was a piper and a fiddler, so I must admit this sounds really beautiful on the Northumbrian pipes with a kind of drone going under it, but I'll try and give a replication of that on the hammered dulcimer, so it's a beautiful tune.
Caroline Riches playing Swindon on hammered dulcimer and fiddle. Not far away from Swindon, the Waxburn starts high up in the border, flowing through Kielder Forest and onward to the River Tyne. It's a place of beauty where now there is a picnic area and a walking trail. It's a place of beauty which inspired Robert Wynnum of Morpeth to compose the lovely Waxburn Waltz. Here's Hilary Davis to play the Waxburn Waltz on her hammered dulcimer.
This is the Waxburn Waltz.
Hilary Davis playing Robert Wynnum's lovely Waxburn Waltz. And now it's the turn of the mountain dulcimer once again. Billy Pigg was a renowned member of the Northumbrian Pipers Society who learned his skills from the playing of Tom and Henry Clough and several other pipers that he met with regularly. This is Jeff Reeve Black playing Billy Pigg's own composition, Pig's Air, also known as Keening in the Wind. Keening is an old word meaning grieving or a lament. Jeff Reeve Black playing Billy Pigg's own composition, Pig's Air, also known as Keening in the Wind. And we continue with another tune played on the mountain dulcimer. Whittington Green Lane was originally recorded on Catherine Tickell's album The Northumberland Collection. The tune was among those played by Piper Jack Armstrong. Here, the tune is played by Liz Conway, who recorded the video in her home in Germany. Thank you, Liz.
Whittington Green Lane.
Lewis Conway playing Whittingham Green Lane. As we come toward the end of our presentation, we say many thanks to all Nonsuch volunteers who have contributed songs, tunes and information. We also thank the Morpeth Northumbrian Gathering for inviting us. We're going to finish off with a tune played by the massed Dulcimers and friends who attended the Nonsuch Dulcimer Club Spring Fling in April 2022. Yes, just this month. Appropriately, it was held in Newcastle, celebrating 30 years of hammering, strumming and finger-picking. On this occasion, the massed Dulcimers are led by Steve Gray, and among the friends are Tony Wilson, guitar, and Vic Gammon on tenor banjo. And they're playing a popular Northumbrian tune called Jamie Allen. The massed Nonsuch Dulcimers and friends with Jamie Allen. So thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed our presentation. We also thank the Morpeth Northumbrian Gathering.